Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Mai with Simply Bloom. I'm sorry if the audio sounds a little different. I could not find my mic. I just had it yesterday for the video I filmed yesterday. And now it's gone. So I'm just using my camera audio. It's not the best, so I am sorry. But I'm standing in front of this big maple clump. What happened is my husband planted a single maple, autumn blaze maple, and it died back to the ground, but then it sent out a bunch of suckers from the base. This is when you're living in Montana. We're in Minnesota right now. Our renter was here. So all these suckers came up from the base, and by the time we moved back, it was like a nice sized multi-trunk tree. Can you see all the trunks back there? So we left it and it's looking beautiful, and I'm gonna try to plant under it, and I hope I won't regret it, because I've heard maples have very shallow root systems and can choke out plants. Now I know for sure you should not put hostas under maples, because maple, aggressive shallow root system, hosta, aggressive root system, both the roots clash. And I've heard it's not good. I've never done it, but I've heard. So I'm going to try planting a few other things under it. It's still small. I realize it's gonna grow. So I'm trying to see, okay, how far away from the trunk should I plant stuff? What would do well? Oh, I thought of something else. I have some plants laid out. And then I just thought of something. So let me kind of show you the plants I'm thinking of. I am going to be planting it. This is on the east side of my maple. I'm not touching the west side yet. I have no idea what to put there because it's still small. It does get a lot of sun on the west side, but I know as it grows and it gets more shady. So let me know if there's anything that you can think of that's good for like part shade. And then as it grows can tolerate more shade. Give me suggestions, but let me kind of flip you around and show you what I'm thinking. Okay, so we have some beautiful Queen of Hearts Brunnera. I am obsessed. There's a big truck going by, sorry for that noise, but I am just obsessed with this foliage. It's gorgeous. And then everything here needs to get deadheaded and clipped, so keep that in mind. And then I have two of this mahogany ajuga or bugleweed, bugleweed, I don't know. And then I have this Valentine bleeding heart. Blooms are done, but I thought I would pop that in. I have some more Brunnera, and then I have some heuchera. This is it's wild rose heuchera, and then I think this is the wild berry. Yep, so I have a couple, it looks like 2 wild rose, 3 wild berry. I have some foxglove back here. This is the foxy dwarf foxglove. And then I do have a couple small hostas. I know you're not supposed to, okay, not that one, but I'm thinking about doing the small hosta. I'm not sure of the variety. It is an approved winner's pot. It's not approved winner's hosta that I'm aware of. I just got it from a friend. So that major deadheading needed here, but I have some woodland phlox. It's a really pretty periwinkle blue. Some columbine. I don't think it says what variety. Oh, gammy rose and pink. Again, needs to get cut back. And then here's more of a compact columbine, which it bloomed so beautifully. Winky purple and white columbine. And then I have 2 of these ragworts. Othello, I think is the variety. So I think those will be pretty. And then I have some Irish moss. So I'm planting on the east side of this tree. You can really see that branching system. So from here, I'll probably plant out to here, because I have another flower bed here. So if I plant out to here, so this does get morning sun, and then this part gets like midday sun, and then shade during the hottest part of the day. And what I was thinking, I really kind of want to make drifts of them. So like a drift of Brennera, and then a drift of heuchera in front, and then a drift of the Irish moss. So if you don't follow Janie from Dig Plant Water Repeat, you need to. She has an amazing YouTube channel. She has a lemon coral sedum walkway in her garden. And I saw the Irish moss, and I'm like, oh, that's something that would probably, I think, survive here in zone 3. That's bright pop. That's not the same, but like I could kind of get that same effect of doing like a walkway. So I'm gonna do that on the outside border. But yeah, I'm just gonna fill in all the plants. I'm going to do the no dig, no till method. So plant the plants, cardboard, mulch. That is like the only way I do things now. So yeah, I'm gonna just place everything and get started. Okay, you guys, it is the next day, early morning. I had to take a break after doing this bed. I was planting was going incredible. I only ran into like one tree root, which is amazing. And I didn't even have to like break through it. It was just like right along where I needed to plop the plant in. But then when it came to the no dig, no till method of laying down the cardboard, I always do it this way. I love it this way of planting first, then cardboard, then mulch. Otherwise you can lay down the cardboard and mulch first, but then you have to move the mulch, cut a hole in the cardboard, plant. I don't know. I don't like that method as well. So I always plant first, then cardboard, and then mulch. And I could not get the cardboard to cooperate. It was very difficult, but I am done now. I love it. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, I'm only planting on the east side so far. So the west side, there's my last bag of mulch. I need to get more. Looks like this. I just have some plants and other stuff that I will be moving. I'll continue the bed like this. Here's my rock garden that I planted earlier. I love it. I love this so much. You can see the grass is kind of taking over, so I'm gonna continue the rock, or not the rock. I'm gonna continue the mulch all the way probably a couple of feet out, and then continue like this and meet up here. And then I do want to move, sorry, we were grilling out the other day, so there's our grill. I do want to move that shepherd's hook. I don't want to put the cardboard and mulch around the shepherd's hook because that's our bird feeders. It needs to get filled up, obviously. And I've heard of birdseed dropping onto flower beds and just sprouting weeds everywhere. And I've heard it's such a mess, and I just don't want to deal with that. So I need to move the bird feeder. But these fuchsias like shade, and they're already getting too much sun the way it is. And if I just bump it out this way just a few feet, then it will be in full sun all the time. Whereas now close to the maple, it gets sun in the morning and in the late evening, but during the hottest part of the day, it's still sheltered. So I just don't know where to move it. But anyways, I need to move it so I can finish mulching there. But you can see I did a pattern. So there's Irish moss, heuchera, moss, heuchera, moss, heuchera, all the way along the border, and I love it. And I do have enough to hopefully continue around the circle. And then I did a row of Brunnera or Brunaria, depending on where you're from, depends on how you pronounce it. I just love that. I did end up plopping in a hosta. We're gonna try it. There were like no roots around it, kind of dug around. We're gonna try it. And obviously if it starts to dwindle in size and get smaller instead of bigger, then I'll know I just need to move it. But I'm hoping I can get quite a few years of just a beautiful hosta. I have a grouping of foxglove there. I have the, what's this called? I always forget. Ragwort. I have two of those right next to each other. So there and there. Here is my bleeding heart. And I don't know about yours, but mine always does this around this time of year. The leaves kind of yellow and die back. That's just what they do. I don't know if anyone else's does that or not, but all of mine do that. So that's why it's looking sad. They always just kind of die back, and yeah, then they're ready for spring the next year. I have a columbine, a foxglove. This foxglove I planted like 2 months ago right there, and it's thriving, doing much better than the other ones. And then I have my ajuga right there. But that is it for planting around my maple tree. Hopefully I won't regret it. I was doing some research last night on planting around maple trees. And this is an autumn blaze. Like I said, I know I've heard some people say that silver maples have a very shallow root system. And after I planted and I found like no tree roots, I'm like, you know, maybe autumn blaze roots go more so deeper than shallow. And I was doing research and it said as the tree ages, then the shallow root system appears. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I won't regret this. It's beautiful right now. Hopefully it stays beautiful. I do want to add lamium in the holes to fill it in. I don't know why I spaced last night or yesterday morning when I was planting it. Totally spaced, so I do want to add that. But that is it for now. I will continue to do the west side, hopefully. In a few days, I just need to get some mulch, and after that beast of a job, I kind of just want to focus on flower beds that are already mulched. I don't want to deal with cardboard for a while. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.